Hello and welcome back to Sean and Belize. Today for a very special episode, we're at the Belize Zoo. I know a lot of people get triggered by the word zoo, but let's just face it, it's an international word. Everybody knows. The Belize Zoo was started in 1983 by Sharon Matola when she was looking after animals that were used in a documentary. The animals were left with her. So in order to take care of them, she started a backyard zoo to kind of fund their care. After that, it kind of grew. And it's not just Belize Zoo, it's Belize Zoo and Tropical Education Center. So the animals you'll see here are all native to Belize. And many have come to the zoo through being injured, confiscated in illegal trade, or illegal pets. Those that can be rehabilitated are released into the wild. And those that can't, stay here and become ambassadors for their species to try and teach people about the importance of each animal and the conservation of their habitat. So let's take a look at the Belize Zoo. And while I'm here, I want to concentrate on the big cats of Belize. There's 5 cats in Belize. So let's see if we can find them throughout the zoo. Stick to the end for a very special experience with one of those cats. The first cat I want to talk to you about is the margay. It's one of the smallest cats, but most interesting cats. It'll look very similar to an ocelot that we'll see. They have a longer tail than an ocelot, a little bit smaller body, and they spend over 90% of their lives in the canopy, in the trees. And they're way in the back there. I'm gonna pull out the iPhone and get a closer look. So again, another very nocturnal animal. So when you come to the zoo during the day, probably gonna find them sleeping if you got good enough eyes. But again, on the night tour, you will see the margays, ocelots, everything a lot more active. Scarlet macaws. Belize is home to 2 types of monkeys, spider monkeys and howler monkeys. And right now we're looking at spider monkeys. There's really nothing holding them in.
Have you seen that? Oh my god, there's this little kid dressed up as a monkey. He went right in the water, look. You're a stinky guy.
So one of the newest enclosures here at the Belize Zoo is the neotropical river otter. And boy, does he seem playful. Hello. So the next enclosure here is for the ocelot. That's the next cat I want to talk about. Very similar to the margay in looks, but the ocelot is much larger, has a shorter tail, doesn't spend the amount of time in the trees. So the ocelot is the next cat. Now again, a lot of these are all nocturnal animals. That's why it's hard for us to catch them during the day. Go ahead and check out my shorts from the night tour. You'll get to see the ocelot, all these animals, pretty cool. Right here we have the harpy eagle. This is the #1 predator in the skies here.
Oh, he came right to you. Aww.
Showing off a little. Okay, so next cat I want to talk about is that right there. It's a jaguarundi. And the way it looks, almost like the body of some sort of weasel, the face of a river otter. Hard to see these in the wild because of their color, and they're usually deep in the bush and in the jungle. Very hard to see. Very unique cat. Jaguarundi. Something a lot of people don't know. White-tailed deer in Belize. In the background here you see Quadamundis, also known as Coati, and locally known as Quash. There's a little bat falcon. Currently at the enclosure for Baird's tapir, which is the national animal of Belize. And another fun fact, the males get sexually excited when they eat, so I totally feel them there. But right now I can't see them. We'll take a look around. So here we can see the Baird's tapir, also known as a mountain cow. Just a very unique animal.
That's Sparks. You gonna call Sparks? Come, Sparks. Come, baby. Sparks. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Right here we can see an agouti, closely related to a gibnut. It's not part of the exhibit. It just likes to follow the tapir around and eat whatever food the tapir doesn't finish off. So Belize is home to the third and fourth largest cats in the world. To save you from looking it up, tiger's number 1, lion's number 2. So let's go take a look at number 4. So the fourth largest cat species in the world, second largest in Belize, is the puma. Whether you know it as a puma, mountain lion, cougar, it's all the same cat. Florida panther. But also in Belize, it's a nocturnal animal. So hard to get a good glimpse here during the day. And she's laying out there trying to relax. Crested Quan. This pig looking thing is a Picari. Coming over to say hi. Oh yeah, you can smell them. Find these throughout the jungles.
Guys need some deodorant.
Yeah, I can't.
And yes, you will smell them before you see them.
Wow. Another one. We're blocking the path.
Okay, so that brings us to the third largest cat species in the world, the largest here in Belize, the jaguar. Amazing animal. They can hunt underwater, dive down 20 feet, the most powerful bite force of any cat, only outdone by some crocodilians, hippos. And today we're gonna get up and close and personal with Lindo.
This is what you consider an average Belizean-sized jaguar, roughly between 150 and 120 pounds. You're a good boy. Can I go for the roll, buddy?
The Belize Zoo offers many different experiences that you can sign up for. There's a VIP experience, a guided tour, there's the night tour, which I highly recommend, and what you're looking at here is the jaguar experience.
As far as jaguars go, it's considered to be very gentle. Give me a paw. Good job, bro.
If you're considering the night tour at the Belize Zoo, but worried about driving at night, the zoo offers accommodations just down the road at the Tropical Education Center. There you'll find a pool, food, walking trails.
Try pushing up the tail to feel how heavy and muscular.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's so heavy and strong.
Oh wow. And this is a tail that hasn't gotten that much exercise they would normally do in a while. Okay, here you go. You wanna give him his. As wildcats have more of a compact fur to prevent much water to go in and touching your skin. Okay, you wanna give him a arm? Okay, just push it through and hold it. Okay.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Oh, he likes his food.
These guys eat a lot. In the wild, they eat until they're about to explode, and then they will not eat for a couple of days. In captivity, their food is.
As you can probably tell, during the jaguar experience, you're put into a small cage with up to 3 people, and you get to feed and pet the jaguar.
Alright, go for it one more time. It's okay. It's only one finger. Wow. Now, the tummy area is the most sensitive.
One last treat for Lindo. Whoa, boy.
I knew it was the last time.
I am so sorry, buddy. There you go. I'm sorry if this portion of the video went on for a little bit too long, but as you can probably tell, jaguars are my favorite animal. So a little bit of
jaguars that might be older, but we're not sure because they came at a pretty much matured age from the wild.
Why are you putting that top on?
There are a couple, 2 of them since I've been working here in the past 14 years that were brought to us as a younger, stronger cat, and they had to find easier.
At the end of your trip to the Belize Zoo, be sure to check out the gift shop.
Something to remember.
Hi. Hi, so I hope you enjoyed this trip to the Belize Zoo and a look at some of the animals that we could find during the day at least. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you ever get a chance, definitely stop by the Belize Zoo. It's one of my favorite places. I also highly recommend the night tour where you get to hold this nice little boa constrictor. Also on my shorts. Check it out.